Looking for high-level hometown semi-pro soccer? The Evergreen Premier League delivers fast-paced, hard-fought matches featuring the best amateur talent from across Washington. From local rivalries to rising stars, every game brings the passion of the beautiful game to your backyard. Don't miss a minute. Find scores, schedules, and league news at eplwa.soccershift.com. That's eplwa.soccershift.com. Your home for local soccer. Looking for great food, cold craft beer, and a one-of-a-kind atmosphere? Head to District Brewing along the charming Mount Vernon riverfront. Enjoy handcrafted pizzas, a welcoming space for friends and family, and the best selection of local beer on tap. And don't forget, you can also visit District Brewing at our locations throughout Whatcom County. Find hours, menus, and more at districtbrewco.com. That's districtbrewco.com.
Are you seeking a values-based education rooted in faith and excellence? Skagit Adventist Academy in Burlington offers a quality private and faith-based education right here in the valley just off Highway 20. With small class sizes, caring teachers, and a strong academic foundation, Skagit Adventist welcomes students of all faiths into a nurturing, Christ-centered learning environment. Learn more today at SkagitAdventist.com. Skagit Adventist Academy, where faith and learning grow together.
Ready to get inked this summer? Come check out Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, now open for summer walk-in hours, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Need a custom piece outside of those hours? No problem, we've got appointments available too. Text us at 360-383-6874 or message us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok at Ink Drop Tattoo Shop to book your spot. You can find us at 4260 Cordata Parkway, Suite 104 in Bellingham, Washington. Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, where your story comes to life in ink.
Check out Relay Sneakers in downtown Bellingham. They specialize in high-quality, authentic sneakers, both new and gently used, with a curated selection that sneakerheads love. Whether you're hunting for rare releases, classic styles, or just want to trade in your own, Relaced has you covered. Plus, their knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect fit for your style and budget. Step up your sneaker game today. Visit relacedkicks.com or stop by their downtown Bellingham store. Relay Sneakers, where every pair tells a story.
With cardboard cutouts, painter's tape, or picture frame tabs just to protect your trading cards at signings? RSR Autographs has the solution. The trading card autograph holder is built for collectors who mean business. With a clean, sleek design, dual open card slots, and a pen holder built in, this holder gives you the best shot at a clean, crisp autograph without the DIY mess. Stand out in the crowd and protect what matters most. Find out more at rsrautographs.com or visit RSR Autographs on Instagram.
Looking for the ultimate collector's event this summer? Don't miss the Whatcom Community College Trading Card Show, happening Saturday, August 2nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the campus of Whatcom Community College in Bellingham. Mark your calendar August 2nd and get all the details at nordpacsn.com. Looking to buy or sell in Skagit County? Trust Shane Servos Real Estate, your local expert who knows the market inside and out. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, upgrading, or ready to sell, Shane brings experience, integrity, and results that move you. From Mount Vernon to Anacortes, Shane's got you covered with personalized service and unmatched local knowledge. Reach out to Shane Servos today at servosrealestate.com and make your real estate goals a reality.
Welcome to the 2025 6th Annual Super Cup match live on the NORPAC Sports Network. Today's broadcast is proudly presented by the Washington State Adult Soccer Association, building community through the game. It's a celebration of competition, passion, and the best in adult amateur soccer. As we've gotten underway here, one of the things you'll notice is how beautiful it is out here today. So let's take a look at today's match conditions with the Super Cup weather report presented by Evergreen Premier League. Visit eplwa.soccershift.com for more info. Whether you're on the pitch or in the stands, the EPLWA website keeps you prepared for whatever the day brings. It's a beautiful day here in Mount Vernon, perfect for top-tier soccer action with the temperature at 72 degrees. And the weather is sunny with just a few clouds in the sky. Beautiful day for some soccer. That's your EPLWA soccer weather report. We've gotten underway here, and we've seen our first foul by FC International as these two teams are facing off in the final match of the Washington State Super Cup here. And a big cross sent deep downfield. Well, that was an absolute boot sent downfield into the wind by Alan Ramirez for Rat City. Working on the back line as their right back. Getting back underway, play starts from number 4. Luna sending it through, and now he's started off the play. Through ball play, but it's not able to find anyone, and it's going to roll out for a goal kick. Oh, I apologize. It looks like it was just tipped at the end there, causing it to go wide. Corner taken quickly by FC International, wearing the white today, as Rat City wears black. And the flag goes up for offsides. So, now with that, let's take a look at tonight's officiating crew that is brought to you by the Evergreen Premier League, a proud presenting sponsor of the 2025 Super Cup. Today's official referees are referee Juan Calonso as head ref in the center today of all the action. Getting underway today with him is Devram Erurek, and also working the sidelines with him is David Starks, with fourth referee being Jonathan Zimmerman. We're excited to have them out here with us today. Both the weather report and the referee intros are brought to you by the EPLWA. For more information, check out eplwa.soccershift.com. And a free kick is going to bail out this FC International team, as it was a dangerous scoring opportunity just outside the box there. Sent deep downfield, already starting some counter-attacking play here. And goes out off of the Rat City defender. So that was a great move there by Fodor of Rat City, forcing his way to get that ball and send it clear. Othony, the number 11 for FC International, was really starting to show how quick this counter-attacking ability can be for this side. Back and forth game so far. Not surprising given the road that both these teams took to get here today. FC International, in their very first game of this tournament, absolutely dominated the Skagit Premier team 12-0. And that is a very impactful first game in a tournament, setting the tone for how your team is going to make it all the way to the final. And indeed they did, following that next game up with a 2-1 win before they had to face Bellevue Athletic to make it to the semis. Going to be a throw-in for International. They're going to bring it back and cross the pitch here. Miguel sends it across, strike! And it looks like the very first goal! First goal scored by number 11 for FC International. Well, that did not take very long for FC International to get going here. First goal in the early minutes, and unfortunately looks like the goaltender may have hit the post as he was trying to make the stop. Head referee Juan Calonso calling over a medical staff.
He's sitting up at least, and that's a good sign.
That is indeed, especially.
It's special to have Juan Calonso do the match because he's from Burlington, a local guy, and was really pleased to get the assignment. Does a quality job.
It's always nice. You know, we have a great officiating team here, you know. Many a times I've seen a bunch of these guys out here, so it'll be a great officiated match here. And it's even more exciting, as you mentioned, having the local guy do it for the area. These teams may not be local, but the beautiful pitch we're playing on today over here at Skagit Valley College is definitely nicer to see the local guys get their shouts too, especially when they've earned it from great refereeing.
Well, the tournament started with 16 teams, and so it takes you 3 rounds to get this far. So they've played some extraordinary soccer, and yeah.
Well, Tom, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit here and tell the people watching what your impact is with the game here today?
I'm sort of the boss. I'm the president of EPOWA. I'm also the president of the Washington State Soccer Association. And so we created this tournament 6 years ago to follow sort of the U.S. Open Cup model where everybody gets to play, regardless of league affiliation. Everybody does the same thing. And our defending champion is Yakima United, and they got knocked out in the first round, and that tells you the quality of the team. So it's been a great event. It's been going on for 3 or 4 months.
Absolutely. It's always fun to watch. This tournament starts before even the first game of the EPAWAL.
Yep.
And so it's sometimes you wonder if maybe some of the rust there, as we have a beautiful clear by number 30, starting an attacking opportunity, but FC International has to smartly defend that. Sorry to cut you off there, Tom, as the action gets all underway here. But it's an exciting tournament to watch all year as well, and it gives you something more to play for than just your general league as well.
Absolutely. You know, we have, the state association has leagues all over the state. We have over 7,000 players, so it's people that want to play.
Absolutely, and an offsides is called here. Devram Erek called that immediately. Looks like he was a full body offside, and so the number 11 of FC International, who's also your first goal scorer, Anthony, is going to have to give possession back and try again there. And speaking of the WSASA, the opening kickoff today of the 2025 Super Cup is brought to you by Washington State Adult Soccer Association, proud title sponsor for this year's event. The WSASA is committed to growing the game across Washington, connecting players, teams, and communities through the power of soccer. And we're excited to have you join us here today, Tom, you know, being in charge of both great leagues there, and one team from each league made the final this year.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you have any predictions on how this game's going to go? I mean, we've seen the early goal here as there's another chance.
It's always momentum, and clearly FC International has had the earlier momentum. But, you know, if Rat City can pull a goal back, everything changes.
Absolutely, right? And foul committed there by FC International's number 66. Mendez causing the foul. Free kick's going to be taken by number 28, Fodor, who we've already seen has an absolute boot, so that's a great advantage to have, especially playing into the wind in this first half like Rat City are.
We've seen to have a perpetual wind, you know, blowing all throughout the spring and the summer. So it's made the conditions on the turf, which gets really warm. It's about 15 degrees warmer than it is, you know, just outside. So I think it'll help the players with their fatigue a little bit.
Absolutely. You wonder if Rat City might take advantage in that second half here. I mean, they're going to have to play aggressive trying to get one back because they have a chance here. But the entire back line with their hand up and calling that offsides well before the referee could. We're going to have a goal kick here.
Yeah, it's okay. We're cool.
Looking to get on the pitch, the WSASA has adult leagues across Washington for all skill levels. They also provide tonight's promotional item, cool drawstring bags. Email office@wsasa.org and get in the game. Well, we've mentioned that FC International might have the momentum here, but they're still not counting the game out already from Rat City. They are trying to fight their way back already. It's just kind of been a back and forth game so far here. As a foul is called on International. Well, it's been an interesting year for Rat City FC as they play in the EPLWA, but they've not quite had the season that they might have wanted.
No, they have not. And it's very much a community-based club in White Center, and they tend to have a stronger cadre of players for the Super Cup than they did in league play, which is good for them.
Absolutely, and I know that one of the main things Rat City likes to pride themselves on is that they're trying to bring soccer to all ages for free. It's not a necessarily hard club to get in on with all these different fees you see different clubs have and stuff. They're really trying to expand the game for the love of the game, and having them be in both the EPLWA, and the Super Cup tournament definitely helps expand the level of play. That's a nice clear there by number 34 of Rat City. Michael Quintero has been having to do a lot of work on that back line early for this team. And the passing play is just so smooth from this FC International team here. They're really getting chances deep into that final third there. Omar Lopez now picking up the ball, running down that left side there. And Antony running down again. He might be the guy to look for in this FC International team. Already got the early goal and several chances. He's clearly the big body in the center of the box that they are looking for. Well, Rat City to get here, they had to beat Bellevue Athletic too, who have had a very good season in the UPSL. Yep. And so it was quite surprising to see that Rat City not only made it past a big powerhouse in the UPSL, but also they were able to continue that on. I mean, they had the draw in the second game as well, where it went down to penalties, where Rat City won 8-7, and then went on to win their next game in 4-3, beating the Seagam FC to get here today.
Which is an incredibly quality team. It was probably the second best team in UPSL.
Absolutely, and they've always had a great Super Cup run as well. Beautiful stop there by the keeper. Shot on target. Rat City now with another chance, but sends it high into the wrong net, unfortunately. Good, quick chances there for Rat City 2 to already try to bring it back level. Just because they're down, they just certainly are not calling themselves out of this game.
So one of the things that Rad City did for this match is bring posters and banners for their club, and a great deal of pride in their community with what this team has done the last couple years.
Absolutely, and it's a beautiful logo too. I don't think I've seen a better crest yet so far.
Yeah.
FC International not exactly happy with the call there. But it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous area for Rat City. Could this be where we see it draw level? Could this change already early in the game? Juan Colonzo having to have some words already with the FC International player. Four-man in the wall here. As a big boot up and over on target. Doesn't get quite the favorable bounce, and it goes into the strong hands of the international goalkeeper. Big heavy throw finds number 21 over on the wing there. Miguel Quinn. Now down the pitch. Lopez is able to beat. Well, he's able to beat the guy just to the end there and force the goal kick. That's a great play by the defender, Omar Lopez. Christine Quinn was on the way, running as fast as he could to get that ball, and instead an error is forced. Now here comes another chance. Stop this time in the same area, but this time stopped by the goalkeeper for Rat City. So he's not even going to be shaken by that first goal. Just kind of caught everyone off by surprise early there as we're going for a corner. Juan Guinjardo going to be taking the corner here. Whips the ball in deep. And somehow doesn't go in. Great defensive work there.
Keeper went full body to stretch out and save that shot.
Absolutely on that second chance rebound there, because it went all the way towards back post. Didn't get the favorable bounce for International, as they still have a chance here, and it's going to be cleared for a throw-in. Sent out again. This time it's going to be the number 20. That's Robert Farron, who's going to send it out for a throw-in. Big header won there by number 40, Scott Quingley. Now foul called on Rat City, going to be a free kick for International. So far, no drastic fouls have been committed or anything. No cards have been shown, but it's starting to get a little bit tacky here. Do you expect this game to get heated as we go on further?
I absolutely do. Again, very good sportsmanship. Everybody's concentrating on trying to get the goals or stopping the goals. But yeah, it's, you know, when you're within a goal, it becomes more, you get more and more desperate as you go farther through the match. But
absolutely, and looks like the flag goes up and it's going to be offsides for International. That was a beautiful cutback there. I think was going to lead to a second goal, but just did not quite time the run, didn't bend as much as he should have. And unfortunately for Mendez, number 66 of International, he's going to have to give possession back and over. Wind affecting a little bit of that goal kick there. It's going to be a throw-in at the center of the pitch. Catch the action in the Evergreen Premier League, where Washington's top amateur teams battle all season. Visit eplwa.soccershift.com. That's eplwa.soccershift.com. Your home for local soccer.
Yeah, and the EPLWA, both in our championship and in our Premier Division, we're going into the playoffs over the next couple weekends. The second division is a group that I put together, and it's all Northwest Washington from Everett to Bellingham, 3 clubs in the Skagit Valley. So FC Everett is going to host Bellingham United 2, I think next weekend. They haven't confirmed exactly, at Goddard Stadium in the Mukilteo School District.
Well, that'll be very exciting, especially now that after this Super Cup, there's still some competitive soccer to be played as we lead into the playoffs. I know there were a couple upsets in the EPWA yesterday that really kind of shocked the standings for the playoffs there. So it went down to the final wire before we had any permanent seeding as well.
Yeah, so one of the teams that actually the leading team in the division is Washington East Surf out of Spokane, and we are a statewide league. We have from Bellingham to Vancouver, and then Yakima and Spokane, and they've been outstanding. And they're the top team coming through. So one of the other clubs out of Spokane, Spokane Shadow won EPLWA 3 years ago. So really nice flavor, and it's a real commitment by the clubs to do that much traveling. Absolutely,
especially considering last year's not only Super Cup champion, but also the EPLWA champion was Yakima. They kind of just took everything last year.
24 hours, one game in Everett where they beat the Everett Jets on Saturday, and then the next night they went over and played a team from Tri-Cities, and they won them both. And I was exhausted watching it.
Can't even imagine the legs on the players for that one, having the endurance to win back-to-back finals.
And it was a really nice, cool 97-degree night in Yakima. So.
Oh, totally. Just nice, mellow,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I definitely would have been begging for 3 water breaks by the first half.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a nice, cool 72 out here today.
Beautiful soccer weather.
Absolutely. Big hands had to come up there for International, keeping this game 1-1. That was a beautiful whipped-in ball for the corner there. Thought that was about to bring it to be 1-1. Instead, it remains 1-0. A lot of the midfield play here. We mentioned some attacking opportunities coming from counterattacks of the deep balls being sent in. But for this FC International team, they're really keeping their poise. They're really just passing it around, waiting for that opening here. And then, of course, you'll just send it as deep as you can, but no one on the end of that run there, as it's going to be stopped quickly by the goalkeeper for Rat City. Big 50-50 challenge aerially there. Looks like it's going to be won, that aerial duel, by number 20 of Rat City, Robert Farron, as he's now making a run all the way towards the goalkeeper, trying to get some pressure in here. And the keeper just calmly moves to the opposite side of his run there. Rat City really starting to press here, especially on that back line. There's 3 players in the area there, trying to find a steal or cause a mistake towards that back third. As we now stop to check out a player. So what's next? How can a team get into the Washington Super Cup here?
We we have an open announcement probably in February, and we've been working with John Crouch and the folks at EPOWA to promote that. And like I said, we've collected a whole bunch of different teams, different ethnicities. I mean, it really is the United Nations in terms of where clubs come from and the pride. And we keep the cost down. To enter the tournament's $125. Nobody does that.
That is cheaper than most indoor tournaments I know about. I mean,
yeah, I don't think we can continue to do that forever for lots of reasons, but we're really open. Everybody is treated the same, no matter, because there's all kinds of adult leagues that are part of U.S. Soccer, and so all they have to do is look for it, or they can send a note to the WSASA office and say they're interested. But we're really growing it. And one of the things that I'm doing at the national level, I'm an adult commissioner with U.S. Soccer, and we're going to do some initiatives around Washington to bring communities more in touch with the World Cup next year, and talking about doing a program down in the Tacoma area, and then another one up in the Belling, probably at Phillips 66 Park. So there's all kinds of opportunities, and everybody in the world plays this game.
Absolutely, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that through my personal travels that I've been grateful to be across. I may not be able to speak the language as you, but if I hold out a soccer ball, everyone knows immediately what I'm asking and what we're going to communicate with. So that's a great thing, especially to take advantage of the growing initiative that we're going to have through with the World Cup. A lot more interest in some people I don't think we'll see, as we have another player down.
Yeah.
So previously we had seen the number 21 here, Miguel Quen. He was holding his ankle, that left ankle, just before on our last stop there. Now this time he's completely on the ground. I wonder if that's going to be it for his night tonight.
Yeah, maybe got stepped on a little bit or something, but certainly favoring that foot.
That could be a potential blow to this midfield here. I mean, we've seen in just the short 25 or so minutes that we've been out here that he's made a big impact at getting that ball forward and escaping the press that Rat Cities have put on them. And he's really been locking down the left side for them, or the right offensive side for Rat City.
Yeah. And Rat City is really, after the first goal, they've dug in and they're still attacking and defending quite well. So it's a good match, very good match.
Absolutely. I think it would still be 0-0 if they weren't just caught sleeping momentarily there. FC International came pressing quickly, and I don't think anyone out here was expecting such a quick goal. It really feels like these teams are playing as if it was 0-0 right now.
Absolutely, yeah. And both teams are talented and are quick, and that's how you give up a goal sometimes, quite honestly.
Well, looks like he's going to be okay. He's back, did a couple runs there, and he's waiting to re-enter the pitch as we have a beautifully whipped in ball. Doesn't quite go the way of Rat City, and that second chance there just goes high. Put too much power on it when he maybe needed a little more finesse. And even though it was a very clustered group of bodies in front of goal there.
That corner looked like it picked up a little bit of the wind as it was going towards the net. Yeah.
Just got into the favor of FC International as it fell to one of their center backs there on that back post instead of a head from Rat City. That easily could have made us level here, because the ball was drawn all the way back to the defensive end for Rat City, who have a beautiful team banner across the way.
Yeah.
Just like to take a moment to thank everyone for joining us here today on the NORPAC Sports Network, watching the Washington Super Cup final with us. And thank you as well, Tom Bush, for joining us, as you're vital to the soccer community in the state and as well at the national level. And we're very excited to have you join us here today.
It's my pleasure. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the game.
And the flag goes up offsides, but at the time in which it was thrown. And that could have been another dangerous chance here for FC International. They're finding ways to get down the field easy, but just twice now on major opportunities they've been caught on an offsides trap.
It takes some discipline sometimes because clubs are pushing. They're pushing for the second goal. Red City's trying to equalize, but instead of running laterally, they'd run.
And there it is!
Oh my goodness!
There it is! Flag
Beautiful
stays down. What an assist from a whipped-in ball, just cut back, and it looks like number 34, Omar Lopez, sends it into the box to the tall, standing striker of Scott Quinley, and now it is 1-1. We were talking about how both teams were playing like it was a 0-0, and Rat City dug in right after that first goal.
They got the opportunity and really used it. It was a great shot.
Absolutely, and your score is now 1-1 on the WSASA scoreboard. Now's when the game's really going to get good because back to level, everything counts, everything's important here. And this game's not done yet. It's going to be anyone's type of game today. Well, Ezekiel Raquino is number 6 for the Rat City team. He's their top scorer in the EPLWA, but he's been quiet here today. I wonder if he might make a dagger late in this game, change it up. As you mentioned, they did bring a different roster for this Super Cup team, but still you expect to see some of the players that are with this team all season to make an impact here. And a handball is going to be called. Incidental, so it doesn't look like a card's going to be shown, though FC International are asking for one here. That was a great call from head referee Juan Calonzo. I mean, from this angle, it was hard to even see if there was contact with the hand, but it was absolutely the right call there.
Yeah, got a little bit of an arm, I think.
Just jumped up trying to get it with the chest, a little bit of the arm below the shoulder there. Yeah. That's one of those unintentional. So smart to not pull a card out knowing it was unintentional, but also a great call to give it to Rat City there. A little too deep to be immediately threatening here. As the ball's played, gets caught a little bit by the wind, not quite as far as they would have wanted. Looking for a school where your child can thrive? Skagit Adventist Academy offers small class sizes, a welcoming environment, and a Burlington location. Skagit Adventist, faith, learning, and community. We'd also like to thank them for sponsoring today's event as well. One of the things I noticed when I first got out here today is that the field here at Skagit Valley College is much wider than some of the ones that we see throughout the UPSL, throughout the EPLWA, throughout even the WSASA. So I wonder how much of an impact that's going to make on today's game. Much wider space here.
Yeah, it obviously means you have to run a fair bit more
Absolutely,
to stay with the matches. Yeah, and as opposed to high school fields that are maybe 60, it's probably 80, 85 wide. And I've refereed a lot of games here. It takes a little more oomph out of the referee, too.
Absolutely, right?
But this is very much a community effort with the college and also Northwest United and a couple other groups. Oh, man.
And there it is.
Wow.
Little casual there. Looks like Rat City might have thought he was offside. Goalkeeper had a sellout early there. But that's going to be an easy tap-in goal for FC International, now making it 2-1.
The referee is checking with his AR on the situation. Yeah, make sure the goal's good.
Yeah, because the defense just kind of stood still. I mean,
You're right.
that's one of those play to the whistle moments, but...
Yeah. But I think there's several more goals in this game, just the way both clubs are playing.
Absolutely. Well, that through ball must have been perfectly timed from number 14, Guardo, to find his man onside and confuse the entire back line there. Back underway, and it's a big battle in the midfield right now. Short passes before we finally get a big cross. Doesn't get as much of a clear on it as he might have liked. Fodor has been strong defensively for this Rat City team. But he might be showing a little bit of fatigue, as you mentioned, with the bigger field and how often he's had to track back and beat these strikers.
Yeah, FC International's had more attack, which means the defenders have to cover people more runs back. So, yeah, I'm sure it'll be interesting to watch how deep the benches are going into the second half.
Absolutely, and which substitutes are going to be used on that back line. You try to have your defense play the entire time, as a foul is going to be called on Rat City. Number 11 for International, Anthony, who's got the first goal, is now down just outside the box.
So wow, yeah, that was really close.
Could really have been a penalty here, which might argue that it could have put it almost out of reach here for Rat City. Very lucky to commit the foul just outside. I don't know if there's a scarier free kick position than the top corner of the box here. Allowing everyone to get lined up inside. It's going to take a strong focus here from the goaltender to work with his defenders. You see Scott Quinley, number 40, the striker, standing in the center of the pitch because he's the tallest man there as they go 3 wide on the wall. Whipped in ball high, goes for net, but just over it by about 1.5 feet there. Smart play there, but bailed out for Rat City. Goaltender gets us back underway quickly here, playing it short with his back line. And foul center of the pitch. Well, a lot of set pieces seem to have been used so far, but none of which really have led to a goal. A lot of dangerous chances on those set pieces, though. I wonder at which point which team's gonna get a corner to slip through here.
Yeah, and it is interesting on the one end of the field with the wind. I mean, it is swirling down there a bit.
Good free kick taken there by Edwin Lonzano of Rat City. The wind kind of takes it from him, however, and now International back on the offensive here. Hands go up everywhere. Ball rolls for a goal kick, but doesn't matter because this time the defenders of Rat City are correct, and that was offsides there. Complete sellout there by Hector Murillo to make sure that ball got stalled just long enough. and also potentially a dangerous challenge too if he wasn't careful with it as well. But he plays it perfectly, and Rat City are going to get a goal kick here. Back underway on the wing. Number 40, Scott takes it! Just high and wide. Managed to stay onside, fight off the defender, and get the strike there with the left foot. But Scott Quinley does not get the brace just yet.
And that's what often happens when a forward goes through. The closer they get to the goal, the more they tend to lean back a little bit.
Absolutely right.
And that's what ends up with the ball going over the top of the net.
Well, it's played short and almost stolen by number 20 of this Rat City team. He's been making many runs there. Robert Farron really trying to pressure them deep. Eventually, I think he might just be able to cause a mistake here, as it's going to go for a Rat City throw-in. And a deep throw from number 29, Alan Ramirez. But International are going to intercept. So far, winning the aerial duels all day, as it's sent out for a throw-in by Hector Murillo. Wind's starting to pick up a little more here. Might cool down the players today, but it's definitely going to affect how the ball goes, as another unintentional handball is going to change possession. Rat City, a little trickery on the kick there as it goes out of play. I'm wondering if the wind's really making an effect here, and goalkeeper gets up and punches it. Gets down and gets some help.
Lovely save.
Absolutely, Hector there. Goalkeeper got to keep paying attention here as he's sold out for it, but Hector Murillo bailed him out this time. Went right over the left leg of the keep, but stopped by the left leg of Hector there as he sent it clear. International still have it in a dangerous area. Finally just sent as far as they can. It's not out of play for a throw-in. Instead, they find Scott Quinley. Doesn't get the touch he wants, but that still gives this back line a break. And what a beautiful sliding stop that was. Number 39, Michael Quintero, with the sliding tackle to get the steal there. It was beautiful. Didn't quite amount to anything, but a beautiful play right there. Sent in, blocked yet again. Dangerous strike there for FC International. Well, as I was mentioning before all this action, I'm wondering how much of the wind has been helping this FC International attack here, and if we'll see a flip in momentum when they switch sides at halftime.
I think so. The wind is blowing from the south to the north, I guess, or the east, I guess. It's east to west. I know my directions, right?
We've got a compass somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. But you're right. The wind has made a bit of difference.
Ball whipped in. Keeper easily able to catch it in the air and punts it down the field. Finds a lull in the wind too and gets some time with it. International pick it up towards the midfield yet again. Have to play it back, but their passing's been superb today. Not really any misplayed balls from them. Very much a possession-based game. Down the line. There's a touch. Number 8, he's free. Hector has to track back and does just in time to get a foot on it from that crossed ball. What a beautiful run that was from Christine Kuhn of FC International, the number 8, running down, really making chances there. And good second effort there from Hector, not to just give up on the play. Meets him at the touchline and sends it for a corner.
He's done a lot of work in defense, a lot of really good work.
This entire back line's done some phenomenal work, more so than the score shows for sure.
Yeah.
Might only be 2-1 just because that back line's doing everything to help that goaltender. Moments here at the number 8. Sends the ball high, spinning the way you want. But Rat City get in front of it, starting the counterplay. Onside, gets his hand out the way. Number 39, Quintero, gonna get it in the final third and get a pass off. Scott Quinley with it, stopped by number 10. Beautiful sliding stop comes from Corbin of FC International. Just slowed down Scott Quinley enough that the goalkeeper could get there. Scott with 2 great chances here, one of which he sent high, one of which was just stopped perfectly by the defense there. Half second later, and that's a tied game yet again.
Rat City really broke out of their own end. Some real good skill.
Absolutely. They, from the corner, and just fought their way forward there.
Well, there's no giving up on these guys. They're going to play hard all the way through.
Absolutely. Antony not quite happy there. He kind of wanted a foul there. Thought he was fouled at the top of the box. Instead, we play on, and International are going to win back possession at the midfield. Hector defending as far out as he can. Ball's played towards the back post. 66, one-time touch. Doesn't quite get as much of it as he wants, and is going to be stopped and rolled. And that's going to be the halftime whistle here. And just before we go to halftime, I'd like to say one more sponsor here. Today's match is supported by Shane Service Realty, serving the Skagit Valley with trusted local experience, buying, selling, or exploring. Let Shane guide your next move. So Tom, it's been an exciting first half of action. We'll have to see how adjustments are made at halftime. But what are your predictions going into the second half here?
I think the first 15 minutes usually gives you an idea. And if we end up with a tie, we go direct to penalty kicks, and no one wants to do that. No one wants to do it. So I think both clubs will come out pushing. And again, I think clearly FC International has a little bit more talent without being harshly critical, but Rat City has hung in there, played hard, used their chances. So it's going to be very exciting.
Yes, so your score at halftime is 2-1. FC International on top on the WSASA scoreboard. We'll be back after a quick break.
Pitch. The Washington State Adult Soccer Association makes it easy for adults of all ages and skill levels to enjoy the world's game. From competitive leagues to casual weekend matches, WSASA connects you with the right team, the right league, and the right community. Whether you're 18 or 80, there's a place for you to play.
Looking for high-level hometown semi-pro soccer? The Evergreen Premier League delivers fast-paced, hard-fought matches featuring the best amateur talent from across Washington. From local rivalries to rising stars, every game brings the passion of the beautiful game to your backyard. Don't miss a minute. Find scores, schedules, and league news at eplwa.soccershift.com. That's eplwa.soccershift.com. Your home for local soccer. Looking for great food, cold craft beer, and a one-of-a-kind atmosphere? Head to District Brewing along the charming Mount Vernon riverfront. Enjoy handcrafted pizzas, a welcoming space for friends and family, and the best selection of local beer on tap. And don't forget, you can also visit District Brewing at our locations throughout Whatcom County. Find hours, menus, and more at districtbrewco.com. That's districtbrewco.com.
Are you seeking a values-based education rooted in faith and excellence? Skagit Adventist Academy in Burlington offers a quality private and faith-based education right here in the valley just off Highway 20. With small class sizes, caring teachers, and a strong academic foundation, Skagit Adventist welcomes students of all faiths into a nurturing, Christ-centered learning environment. Learn more today at SkagitAdventist.com, Skagit Adventist Academy, where faith and learning grow together.
Ready to get inked this summer? Come check out Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, now open for summer walk-in hours, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Need a custom piece outside of those hours? No problem, we've got appointments available too. Text us at 360-383-6874 or message us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok at Ink Drop Tattoo Shop to book your spot. You can find us at 4260 Cordata Parkway, Suite 104 in Bellingham, Washington. Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, where your story comes to life in ink.
Check out Relay Sneakers in downtown Bellingham. They specialize in high-quality, authentic sneakers, both new and gently used, with a curated selection that sneakerheads love. Whether you're hunting for rare releases, classic styles, or just want to trade in your own, Relaced has you covered. Plus, their knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect fit for your style and budget. Step up your sneaker game today. Visit relacedkicks.com or stop by their downtown Bellingham store. Relay Sneakers, where every pair tells a story.
Tired of fumbling with cardboard cutouts, painter's tape, or picture frame tabs just to protect your trading cards at signings? RSR Autographs has the solution. The trading card autograph holder is built for collectors who mean business. With a clean, sleek design, dual open card slots, and a pen holder built in, this holder gives you the best shot at a clean, crisp autograph without the DIY mess. Stand out in the crowd and protect what matters most. Find out more at rsrautographs.com or visit RSR Autographs on Instagram.
Looking for the ultimate collector's event this summer? Don't miss the Whatcom Community College Trading Card Show, happening Saturday, August 2nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the campus of Whatcom Community College in Bellingham. Mark your calendar August 2nd and get all the details at norpacsn.com. Looking to buy or sell in Skagit County? Trust Shane Servos Real Estate, your local expert who knows the market inside and out. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, upgrading, or ready to sell, Shane brings experience, integrity, and results that move you. From Mount Vernon to Anacortes, Shane's got you covered with personalized service and unmatched local knowledge. Reach out to Shane Servos today at servosrealestate.com and make your real estate goals a reality.
Looking to get on the pitch? The Washington State Adult Soccer Association makes it easy for adults of all ages.
And back underway here with the second half of action. 2-1, still the score. FC International up, and we are already going to be back underway. The question of that first half wasn't necessarily how many goals or who was the better team here, but it was really the wind. And so that's going to be the first 15 minutes here. We're going to have to see if Rat City can draw one back here. Wind will be in their favor this time at their backs. And International is going to have to see if they can power through some of these. International already on a run. Flag stays down so far. Cross into the box there, but it's going to be stopped by the keeper a little awkwardly, but he's able to get it before any other players can. Already a great play in by number 14, Gujardo, for International. And Rat City already pressuring into the final third here. Maintaining possession here. They're going to switch sides of the pitch here. It's going to drop over the top of number 20 for Rat City. Robert Farron. He's going to make a play in. And unfortunately, foul's going to go on him, and so it will be a goal kick here. And there it is yet again. I've been mentioning this whole game, Robert Farron, he'll make high runs right past you the entire way. And you almost got one there. I totally expect by this game he's going to be able to get one of those intercepted here. Rat City frustrated a little bit by the clearing of the ball after the whistle there. Couple big shouts, but nothing too major here. It's still been a very sportsman game between these two sides, and as you mentioned, Tim, Rat City really held on here in that first half, and they haven't let this game get away from them.
Yeah, and you would have expected some discipline at one time or another. If it, it's a very hard played match, but not so much physical. They just go after each other and push, and good to see.
So far, no major cards or anything here, and that's always good to see. And you don't tend to see many cards either throughout the different leagues as well. It's pretty well on the sportsman level here. I mean, they're fighting for every inch, but they do it respectably there. And I may have spoken a little soon there.
Just a little body up, nothing too big.
Body up, yep. So far, it's been a great defensive game out here by the goaltender of FC International, Nico Gardenas. I mean, he's wearing the blue and orange out there on his side of the box, but he's only let the one in so far, and he's had a couple good saves so far here. Goaltending's superb as well.
That was a late tackle by Rat City.
Absolutely. So far, it doesn't look like a card's come out, but checking on the player here, it was a little late. We hope to see that it doesn't get any worse than that. But as we mentioned, Rat City have to fight for every inch that they can right now. And the player is back on his own 2 feet, which is always good to see. So far, no major injuries either. I mean, we had the stoppage twice now, but it looks like nothing major has happened between either side.
Yeah, the foul just hurts.
Absolutely, absolutely right. So the throw in for Rat City. It's gonna be sent in, misses its mark, and is gonna be cleared towards midfield.
Oh, foul, a hold on FC there.
Well, that might be why it wasn't able to find its initial target then. It's going to be a deep towards half field free kick. Wouldn't expect a wall or anything at this point. It's too far out, even with the wind at your back this time, but never mind. That is all the way into the box with a foul. Is he pointed at the spot?
Yes, he did.
He pointed at the spot. That's a penalty. FC International really going to want to talk this one over there. Rat City want a card for it, but it's at least the potential game-tying goal right here. What an absolute boot that was there.
They have the wind with them.
Absolutely. That was a little more than just the wind with them, for sure, though. I believe that was number 28, Owusa Fodor. I mean, he's had some strong kicks into the wind with it at his back. Oh, my. The entire half of the field is offensively open now. And it looks like the penalty will be taken by the number 40 of Rat City, Scott Quinley, who got the first goal, which originally leveled this game. Now he has a chance to get a brace and level it yet again. And as you mentioned right before halftime, we don't play any extra time. We go straight to penalties. So this could lead to that or potentially a go-ahead for either team here. Slow jog run up. And he slots it down the center, and it's a goal! Well, that's a brace so far for Quinley. And we're now tied 2-2. Well, you mentioned, Tim, that it was going to be early minutes here.
Yep.
That it really was going to be the difference for this Rat City team or not, if they could catch FC International just adjusting to the second half here.
Yeah, and to some extent you can't control when defenders who have played hard push a little bit too much or catch somebody. So
Absolutely, especially if you're not, like I was saying, expecting that ball to go anywhere near you. And
Yeah.
you have to backtrack real quick. You can easily be forced into an accidental mistake there, and it can be as costly as ever.
yeah.
Well, a lot of nice boots out here today, and you know, if you want yourself some fresh, stylish kicks with some subtle twist to it, you know, some nice new shoes, check out Replaced Sneakers in Bellingham. Visit replacedkicks.com to step up your shoe game. I personally am a sneakerhead and definitely will be checking them out for sure after this match.
I believe that's the first caution of the game.
Absolutely, indeed it is. So the first caution of the game is going to go to Scott Quinley, who's had himself quite a day. 2 goals, 1 from a penalty, 1 from just working his way down the line, and now he's got the first card of the game, first yellow shown here. Wonder how that'll change towards late game. He's got to play a little more cautious now, but he's clearly going to be their main penalty taker if we go to penalties here.
Yeah, and they have not had, neither club really has substituted much, so if you're on a card, you have to be a little careful.
Absolutely, but the nice thing is you only got to go 45 minutes, as it looks like Antony is going to get the ball played into him, and it's going to be sent deep downfield. Looking for Scott yet again. Scott, much bigger than the defender there, and is going to pick up the ball, dribble towards the center, plays the through ball slightly. Ooh, and just a little miscommunication there on Rat City. They had the number 20 and the number 34 both playing at it. Wasn't sure who was going to get it, and it's going to go to International. A mistake that's going to bail them out this time. Looks like the number 39, Mitchell Quintero, and the number 20, Robert Farron, the speed demon out there, just miscommunicated on who that through ball was going to be played to. It was perfectly positioned, but the communication breakdown doesn't get the go-ahead goal so far. And tracking back, Hector is able to clear it, keeps on this side of the flag there, and so it's going to be a throw, not a corner. Rat City's back lines really kept them in this game, and now it's tied 2-2 on your WSASA scoreboard. Deep throw may as well have been a corner there. Not quite the same type of spin you'd get from a kick, however, so it goes out and wide. Never mind, that's a goal. Oh! But instead, offsides flag is there. It looked like that was going to be the third goal there. Second from Antony, but instead, it's going to be a goal kick for an offsides. Just timed well, and Rat City bailed out again. I didn't even notice the flag there, did you?
I did, actually, and it's probably why the FC player was as wide open as he was. So
just a little bit, yeah. I mean, that was a beautiful second chance ball there, though, so those are going to be dangerous. Player goes down on top of the ball, and it's going to be a basic foul, but Rat City are going to get it. Club out of White Center, as we mentioned, making the drive to Skagit from Seattle here. Scott Quinley picks the pocket of number 17 from International there. who looks like he was subbed on at halftime. International now going down that far side, working in the midfield, playing a more possession-based game. And Hector having to communicate a little bit with his goalkeeper. It looks like the flag up again is going to help Rat City. That's twice in about 5 minutes. They've almost been caught out, though. But the captain of this team really needs to tell them, hey, we're tried, we're drawn, we're still in this. There's no need to panic. Let's just take a breath, calm down a little bit. And that way they won't let any mistakes become costly for them so far as another beautifully driven ball all the way down the field. Well, that is a boot you certainly want on your side of the field. That is 2 big kicks there.
Yep. A little late on the tackle from Rat City.
International want to get it going quickly here. That's why you saw very little fanfare from that call. And a good stop there made by the Rat City defender. Alan Ramirez was able to get on top of that one and send it clear. That could have been a goal there, I think, if he wasn't there. No more DIY holders. RSR Autographs presents the sleek, secure trading card autograph holder. Visit rsrautographs.com or follow them on Instagram. We have one here, and after the post-match, going to be using it to get some autographs from the players from today's game. They're actually really cool looking. If you're into trading cards, I'd suggest you pick one of these up. Tim, with all your years through soccer, do you have any super cool autographs?
Do I have super cool autographs?
Well, we'll ask that in just a moment here, as that's a goal from number 7, running straight to the flag.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful deep strike there from International, now making it 3-1. They just will not go away as Adrian Fong gets the 3rd goal of the day here. Did you see the air on that? That was a beautiful top corner piece right there. Any more, and I think that hits the woodwork. That was perfectly placed there.
That was gorgeous.
Well, before that masterpiece, which I might want his autograph after that, what was the most...
Actually, our daughter, my daughter Gretchen, bought, I have a Yogi Berra autograph. It's Yogi in the box with peanut shells and
That's
all that
awesome.
kind of stuff. Really cool. Hangs in our kitchen.
Well, Rat City now got to shake that one off. They've fought their way back into this game twice already. Once at the early minutes, and then right at the early minutes of this second half here. There's still plenty of soccer to be played here today, but they really have to keep their composure here. Scott with the dummy. Gonna allow the ball to go further. It's gonna allow time for 31 to track back as they're gonna foul though. But Edwin Lozano taking the dummy from Scott Quinley there, tracking back and winning a free kick. Big run up and ball sent straight into the box. Makes contact with the defender, but the running player for Rat City wasn't fast enough there, and it's cleared back towards the center of the field. International gonna just send it deep, try to take a breath here. As Alan Ramirez Had to send that one out of bounds there, allowing both teams to get back into position. Well, now with the game being 3-2, and we've mentioned very few, if any, substitutes have happened in this game. When do you think you will start seeing a bunch of fresh legs come onto the pitch?
I think both clubs will probably stay unless they have another injury. They'll stay with the guys that got them here. They've all played pretty well, but yeah, as you get into the 75th, 80th minute, they may need some fresh legs.
Might choose specific players for the penalties rather than...
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the most, it's just totally a situation where you don't know who is going to win a penalty kick shootout. It's all kind of momentum and who makes the save and who doesn't make the save.
Well, while that might be true for FC International, I mean, in one of the games just to get here, Rat City had to score 8 in a penalty kick. So I'm sure they've got a list of guys they trust the first 5 to be, but fatigue's really going to be the question.
I imagine Coach Mario has them work on it, on taking penalty kicks every practice, so which is not a bad skill.
Absolutely. Especially if you're not playing any extra time or planning to play any extra time.
Yeah.
Ball's thrown in deep. However, it's going to be stopped yet again by Rat City, but the second chance effort also cleared by Rat City. This time much further out as it finds Scott Quinley, who's just going to send it up the field as fast as he can. He's going to trust that number 20 is going to be faster. And a light little push. At that speed, any contact's going to send you down.
Sure.
Internationals playing more towards their defensive end than they did in the first half, for sure. Rat City really are hunting for what they originally thought was going to be the first equalizer. Now they have to hunt for another one yet again here.
Exactly.
As the ball's played all the way back to Cardenas. Robert making a half-hearted run at him, just forcing him to clear it outside the box. There we go. There's the mistake Robert's been looking for, and he gets to the touchline but doesn't get the touch he wants. He's going to go for a goal kick.
That's unfortunate.
Absolutely. I mean, he tracked that down faster than I thought anyone was going to get it, but not quite able to get the heel touch he wanted. There's 2 balls on the field, so we have to take a moment to clear one of them. International playing through that midfield with their short passes, but now asking for the sweeper keeper duties of Rat City. Well, he was able to get up for the header, but the foul for the undercut there is going to be a deep free kick for FC International. We're going to play it short going in towards the win there. Definitely really changes your set piece designs today when you have such a strong headwind to face. Found inside the box, 34 has his hand up. No flag so far. Looks like that's going to be a goal. So 34 put his hand up immediately. Should have been playing to the end, but Omar Lopez thought it was offsides. Referee going to talk with the side judge here, but that might be the go-ahead goal. Now making it a 2-goal differential of 4-2 on your WSASA scoreboard. And it looks like that goal's going to stand indeed after talking with the side judge there. Get bold custom ink in Bellingham at Ink Drop Tattoo. Clean lines, laid back vibes. Book your session today. Well, Mario giving some loud instructions out there towards his team. Now down by 2 goals in this half. You start to wonder, was that the go-ahead goal there, or is there a chance that Rat City can get back into this, as they're still arguing on offsides here with head referee?
I just think it was a timing issue with the defender, because FC International's been offside a bunch of times, and you just have to keep playing. It's the simple thing. You play till the whistle. So not criticizing the players. It's just timing.
Absolutely. Put your hand up after it goes in.
Absolutely.
Don't fight till the end.
Yeah, and you see it much more in the professional game where, you know, someone's offside and the ball's there, and 35 seconds later you go, the arm goes up and the foul's called. But, you know, it was clear. The ARs have done a really good job today catching the offside, so that's it.
Absolutely, and as soon as that arm went up, I looked over towards the referee, and he kept the flag down. So it was a very clear, good goal.
Yeah, the fourth official, and usually in most amateur games we don't have a fourth official, but it's really helpful to have someone work with the coaches and try to keep them focused on their jobs. And it's hard. You know, you can understand why a coach would argue.
Absolutely, especially when you're already chasing down 1, you can't go down 2 normally. So you'll want to fight for every inch, every call. And it's great to have a 4th referee, especially in a final like this, because, well, you mentioned that we don't normally have that.
Yeah.
It's great to have one out here today. And Jonathan Zimmerman does a really good job of that. I've worked many a games with him, and he's a phenomenal 4th official as well.
It's, you know, it's temperament kind of, you know, understanding that, you know, people get upset. The game matters. It matters a lot. But, yeah, I would agree he does a very nice job.
Especially for a team like Rat City who sit bottom table in their league. This is all they're fighting for this season.
Oh, yeah. They're very, very proud of being here.
Absolutely.
Very proud.
And they should be. They earned their way here.
Yeah.
But it's going to mean a little more of when you know this is what you can fight for. This is what they know they can win in. Dangerous free kick position for them here, though. We've seen them score from this same distance before. Win with them at this time, not against them. If they can get one here, they might be able to get another. The absolute weight that has to be on the shoulders of the free kick taker here. Good spin, beautifully whipped in, just the wind took it.
Yep.
A little too much over the top there. Great on pace, though. So the last 2 free kicks have been to goal from that distance there. You kind of wonder, would it be better to look for your striker inside the box, or?
Yeah, but there's a real temptation when you feel like you have the leg to be able to take that shot.
And he definitely did. Just wind worked against him this time. Rat City able to win it back. But some smart positioning from FC International allowed them to escape their own zone here. Antony now. 2 goals on the day. The first one at the opening minutes, and the third one bringing them Well, 4-2, does that change your substitution choices here now? Are you going to look for some fresher legs if you're Rat City? Because now it's not who do we save for penalty moments. Now it's is there anything we can do at this point, right?
Yeah, typically you have to pull either a defender or more of a defensive midfielder to do that. And so, you know, that's the question. That's why the coaches have those real dilemmas they have to deal with.
Absolutely. I mean, you always want the players that got you here to stay, but at this point in time, that was almost a 5th goal there.
Yeah.
Antony with a beautiful run into the box, but now you have to wonder, especially with how hard that back line of Rat City's had to work today, do you swap someone off for defense to get a fresh leg there? Do you swap a defensive midfielder trying to get an extra forward?
Yeah, and you can understand why their fullbacks are tired.
Absolutely.
Done a lot of work.
And that's the fullbacks of both teams have had to run a lot today. The second half has been International up and down the field more than anything, whereas in the first half, it was the other way for Rat City.
Well, there's both skill and speed with both clubs, and so no one can fall asleep. Or you look at somebody's jersey as they go by and see the number. So
absolutely, and that ball is sent out for a throw-in by Hector Murillo. International will take the throw.
What a beautiful day in Mount Vernon. I got to say, I live here, but it's just so great for a match. Ooh.
Just out goes for a goal kick. Didn't quite get the touch he wanted there. Another great chance from the striker there of International. Deep ball played. Scott's able to control it towards his side, but does not find his winger. Instead, International is going to intercept it and start their own attack. Down the left wing, Antony with it outside the box, tries to feed it through. It's going to be stopped and cleared, though. What a great defensive game number 28 of Rat City's had. Fodor has just really locked down that side.
Yeah.
Because all the goals have come through the middle or the right side there, on the right offensive side there.
Here we go.
Here we go. Scott making a run for it. He's able to get it himself. But a good defensive slide there on a 50-50 ball is just enough to tip it and send it towards his goalkeeper.
Without fouling, just
absolutely
perfect tackle.
It's definitely one of the more beautiful tackles I've ever seen here. And it goes out past the touchline for a goal kick here.
And there's no quit in either team.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter that they're up by 2. They're still playing like it's tied.
Yep. It's their World Cup.
Playing it short. Manny Nicasio
he's
in the 17. What I find interesting is that the top goal scorers today for both teams aren't their usual top goal scorers in the leagues either. A lot of standout performances have been shown here today.
It's the talent. Yeah. I think that was a great non-call. Non-call by the referee.
Just inside, just outside the box. It was more incidental contact than anything. I think as well that was a good one. Manny Nicasio now whips it across. Just a little further than the runner was. And a little too high to make a heading challenge there as well. Antony, with a little trickery, steps out and just drills it. But as you mentioned earlier, when you're that close, the urge to lean back is just A little too strong sometimes. Keeper gets it back underway, sends it halfway through the field. Scott's going to pick it up. Send it to the wing. Starts to run towards the center, but he's got 2 guys on him. Mistake here, though, leads to number 39 of Rat City. He's got a chance. He goes for it. What a stop by the keeper there. But what a great play that was from Michael Quintero. I mean, didn't give up on it, fought for it hard. And keeper forced to make an outstanding save as well.
And now the quick counter.
Well, that's the problem with some of these counter plays is you sell out going all forward. You sometimes leave yourself lacking in the back there. As we've mentioned, as we start to see some of the center backs drop for a moment of rest, the down and back, the fatigue that they've got to be feeling now. But they can't give up yet. They're still down by 2.
Yep.
International is going to play it short. No reason to risk a counter going the other way here. I wouldn't necessarily say they've parked the bus, but they're definitely playing a much smarter, slower pace of soccer here.
Yeah, moving it around, let the ball do the work.
Yep. And there is the second card. That one probably should have been a card too. Sometimes you feel just a little more desperate when they're slow, they're not passing, and you reach in when you shouldn't. And in this case, it turned out to be a card for number 38 of Rat City. Basilos with the second card of the game. That's 2 cards for Rat City now. Number 40, Scott, with the other one. Strong kick taken here, sends it into the box. But it's going to be sent all the way back towards the midfield here. Manny Nicasio with a little heel flick. Escapes the pressure as it's sent to the back line of International. Antony fakes the deep pass, finds Nicasio in the center. Plays it beautifully on, through ball, number 14. But the flag does instead go up. Another one of those, gotta stay with it, gotta play till the end there. International was smart to do that, looking for a 5th goal. But yet again, the offside trap gets them this time. Well, I don't know about you guys, but after a beautiful game like this, on a beautiful day like this, I'm desperately going to be looking for a beer. And there's no better place to go than to District Brewing. Craft beer and handcrafted pizza on the Mount Vernon riverfront. That's District Brewing. Also in Whatcom County, too. Menus at districtbrewco.com. That's districtbrewco.com. Goalkeeper there.
Yeah.
Getting drilled a little bit. He's still down. Looks like he's holding a hamstring.
No, there was a bit of, the cleats came in a bit from the Rat City player, and it's causing a fair bit of argument.
That's fair. As another card shown to the number 19. I wonder if that's for the argument in the little shoving match with FC
after
International
the foul.
after the fact.
Yeah.
Wonder if another will be dished after the players checked for the cleats or not. But either way, that's 3 yellows now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's good. You've always got to protect the goaltenders. They have to go through the most amount of challenging play here.
Well, they expose themselves in ways you
yes.
wouldn't expect any other player to do it. And so...
I mean, even on basic plays, as we recently saw with Stephen Fry from the Sounders, I mean, just a basic play can even take out your goaltender. I mean, they really have to sell out every single time.
I actually saw Stephen Fry last night at the Sounders game, and he looks good,
That's
which
phenomenal.
I'm glad to hear.
Absolutely. That was a scary injury there for sure.
Yeah. My wife has had a concussion or two, so she went over and chatted with him, and good guy, really good guy.
And a good staple of the community too, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, Nico Cardenas looks like he's doing just fine as he's back and under. He's staying on the pitch. So just a little stinger there, but doesn't look like he's got any major injuries as well, as we're back under play. Rat City pressing deep, and everyone's swarming the ball, just trying to find any way to get it. They know time's limited now. Number 10 of International sends it in, but it's going to be blocked by number 19 of Rat City. Good stop coming from Junior Chamillo, who kept with it and just tracked it all the way towards the touchline there.
Very nice save.
And the cutback at the center field here for Rat City, keeping possession as well. Trying to force the team forward, waving them forward, but instead they're going to lose possession at the logo. Back over to the number 10, who chips it up and over, headed on target, but the big hands come up this time. We stay 4-2 on the score, but Nicasio runs in towards that wing. Little trickery. They thought he was going to cross it in. Instead, he goes for a touchline, rolls it short, and there's another goal. Fifth one scored, and that's definitely going to be the game. I don't see how you come back down 3 here.
Nope.
Beautiful assist from Manny Nicasio, finding the number 14 right in the center of the box there. As Juan Guardo, who's played this entire game, worked that midfield, gets a goal in this Super Cup final as well. Well, now it's just playing to run out the clock, isn't it?
It is.
There's not much you can do. Substitutes would only be to save players, but no one's going to want to come off on this international side.
Nope. And, you know, International so just continues to show its quality. And, you know, Rat City's played a really hard match and shown a lot of tenacity, but skill comes through sometimes.
Indeed, as it looks like Antony is going to come off here. He's been crucial in that striker position today, but they're finally going to let him come off and have a break here. I'm sure he'll be excited to lift that trophy with the team shortly after here.
I'm sure Mario's going to try to get some of his guys in so the traveling team gets some experience playing.
Absolutely. Some great touches here. 4 quick one-touch plays. As freshly subbed on newcomer is going to be running down the pitch here, seeing if he can't get one real quick. It's going to go out of play, though, and be a goal kick.
Yeah.
What a run that was from number 63. Just come on for Antony, and already.
Okay.
Looks like it's going to be Rat City touched it last and go for a corner, not a goal kick. Sideline judge does have a better angle than I do, for sure. Nicasio sends it back towards box, but this time it goes high over the net and out instead.
I think that was a case where the referee and the AR were trying to communicate and get it right, and they did a very nice job of it.
Absolutely. 2 different angles clearly show 2 different things. So, what did you see versus what did I see?
Well, it's one of the things that FIFA did over the years. It was actually one of the World Cups when Maradona got kicked out for a bad foul, and he never blamed the other players, who blamed the referees. And in the old days, the guy in the middle, the man or the woman in the middle, were considered to see everything. And the modern game now, the ARs can communicate, and it really enhances the game. We get it much better.
Absolutely, and in the Club World Cup that we just had here in America, they also introduced the referee cam, which I thought was a very exciting.
I did too. I'm used to seeing it in hockey, but yeah, right? It's the same concept. You think it's that easy to make those calls, right?
Scott Quinley there had a chance to get one goal back here, but just mistouched it, and the defender smartly played it. International are going to be keeping possession towards the midfield here. Well, Scott scoring both goals for this Rat City team. I mean, he's given absolutely everything he has and played a full 90, and fortunately for him, though he's had a phenomenal performance, it's just not been enough day.
Yeah. Okay.
What I really like about this Rat City team is, even though this is the end for their season as they're not making the playoffs in the Evergreen Premier League of Washington, even though looks like a player gets clipped accidentally and goes down. Number 10 of International, Swin Corbin, got clipped on the Achilles there, and he's just down holding it. But what I really like about this Rat FC team is that they're not giving up. They're playing the full 90 still. They're still trying to get chances. They haven't just completely given up, even though they know they won't be able to win this game.
There hasn't been any, cheap play by either side, and they just keep playing hard. Fouls are going to occur. You're going to, like you've mentioned, make an extra step, an extra reach with your foot that maybe you shouldn't have, but there's not been any angry action, no pushing and shoving and that kind of stuff. So,
speaking of one of those, the foul committed by Junior Chamillo, he was also, looks like he's hurt, and he's being helped by both teams off the field here, and that's some good sportsmanship.
That's
right
great
there.
Sportsmanship. Yep.
Some phenomenal sportsmanship by Alex Lopez, helping off the hurt player. And hopefully long-term he'll be fine too, but he asked for the sub. He's done for today's game. International just trying to keep possession at this point. They're just waiting for the final whistle here so they can begin their celebrations, as they will be crowned the new Washington State Super Cup champions. It'll also be exciting to see if they'll be able to make the return to the final next year as well and go for a back-to-back. As we mentioned at the start of this program, last year's champion, Yakima, was knocked out in the first round. As the ball is sent on, tried a little trickery, but now offsides, and that's going to be the final whistle. So, your score to finish the game is going to be 5 for FC International to 2 for Rat City FC on your WSASA scoreboard. The post-game show is presented by WSASA, a proud title sponsor of the 2025 Super Cup. From league play to championship moments, WSASA is advancing adult soccer across Washington. Stay with us as we recap the match. Couple awards here today besides just the regular trophy ceremony, as FC International have won the Washington State Super Cup Championship. We'd like to present the Sportsmanship Award presented by Skagit Adventist Academy. It awards honors. The award honors the player who best amplifies integrity, teamwork, and spirit. It's going to be given to number 28 of Rat City, the defender who had an outstanding day today, Owusu Fuder. And tonight's play of the match is brought to you by the Evergreen Premier League, where passion and game-changing moments shine. Today's play of the match is FC International's opening goal in the first minutes of the game, scored by number 11, Antony. And presenting the WSASA, the Man of the Match Award honors outstanding performance and leadership. Today's Man of the Match is also going to be number 11 of FC International, Antony, the striker who helped lead this team towards their Super Cup win. And that will do it for the Super Cup final, brought to you by WSASA. Your WSASA final score is 5-2. For more, go to NORPAC Sports Network at norpacsn.com. That's norpacsn.com. Thank you for joining me today on this play-by-play on the NORPAC Sports Network. I've been honored to be with you today, and thank you for watching.
Looking to get on the pitch? The Washington State Adult Soccer Association makes it easy for adults of all ages and skill levels to enjoy the world's game. From competitive leagues to casual weekend matches, WSASA connects you with the right team, the right league, and the right community. Whether you're 18 or 80, there's a place for you to play.
Looking for high-level hometown semi-pro soccer? The Evergreen Premier League delivers fast-paced, hard-fought matches featuring the best amateur talent from across Washington. From local rivalries to rising stars, every game brings the passion of the beautiful game to your backyard. Don't miss a minute. Find scores, schedules, and league news at eplwa.soccershift.com. That's eplwa.soccershift.com. Your home for local soccer. Looking for great food, cold craft beer, and a one-of-a-kind atmosphere? Head to District Brewing along the charming Mount Vernon riverfront. Enjoy handcrafted pizzas, a welcoming space for friends and family, and the best selection of local beer on tap. And don't forget, you can also visit District Brewing at our locations throughout Whatcom County. Find hours, menus, and more at districtbrewco.com. That's districtbrewco.com.
Are you seeking a values-based education rooted in faith and excellence? Skagit Adventist Academy in Burlington offers a quality private and faith-based education right here in the valley just off Highway 20. With small class sizes, caring teachers, and a strong academic foundation, Skagit Adventist welcomes students of all faiths into a nurturing, Christ-centered learning environment. Learn more today at SkagitAdventist.com. Skagit Adventist Academy, where faith and learning grow together.
Ready to get inked this summer? Come check out Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, now open for summer walk-in hours, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Need a custom piece outside of those hours? No problem. We've got appointments available too. Text us at 360-383-6874 or message us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok at Ink Drop Tattoo Shop to book your spot. You can find us at 4260 Cordata Parkway, Suite 104 in Bellingham, Washington. Ink Drop Tattoo Shop, where your story comes to life in ink.
Check out Relay Sneakers in downtown Bellingham. They specialize in high-quality, authentic sneakers, both new and gently used, with a curated selection that sneakerheads love. Whether you're hunting for rare releases, classic styles, or just want to trade in your own, Relaced has you covered. Plus, their knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect fit for your style and budget. Step up your sneaker game today. Visit relacekicks.com or stop by their downtown Bellingham store. Relace Sneakers, where every pair tells a story.
Tired of fumbling with cardboard cutouts, painter's tape, or picture frame tabs just to protect your trading cards at signings? RSR Autographs has the solution. The trading card autograph holder is built for collectors who mean business. With a clean, sleek design, dual open card slots, and a pen holder built in, this holder gives you the best shot at a clean, crisp autograph without the DIY mess. Stand out in the crowd and protect what matters most. Find out more at rsrautographs.com or visit RSR Autographs on Instagram.
Looking for the ultimate collector's event this summer? Don't miss the Whatcom Community College Trading Card Show, happening Saturday, August 2nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the campus of Whatcom Community College in Bellingham. Mark your calendar August 2nd and get all the details at norpacsn.com. Looking to buy or sell in Skagit County? Trust Shane Servos Real Estate, your local expert who knows the market inside and out. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, upgrading, or ready to sell, Shane brings experience, integrity, and results that move you. From Mount Vernon to Anacortes, Shane's got you covered with personalized service and unmatched local knowledge. Reach out to Shane Servos today at servosrealestate.com and make your real estate goals a reality.